So today we're talking about losses still.
Evelyn, can you repost the link for
And
me?
sorry, Hillary's talking in the background here. She's popping right on. A really interesting thing that we come across in clinical practice all the time is this idea that your muscles get tight and contract when we have loss. And you can see it in people. You can see it here, like these muscles tighten up when we have trauma. Our shoulders go up. We're like, it's that kind of terrible positioning we end up with. Hey, Hillary. And your shoulders come forward. It's a protective mechanism, right, of the body. We all kind of roll forward and we tense up. But it really is related to your stress hormones. And when we have a trauma and high cortisol and epinephrine, it's an absolute normal response for us to tighten up. So today we're talking about the idea of circulation and movement and flow in the body and how that can also help you heal from the trauma. How are you doing, Hillary? You just had a little bit of an adrenaline cortisol.
I just had a car. I got to
Oh no, I'm not sure if I'm frozen or you're frozen, Hillary, but one of us is. So I'm going to oh, there you are.
Hi. So we're talking about movement and the importance of moving your body as you're healing from difficulty, because the stress hormones and the sad hormones, it feels like almost in a way, get trapped in your body and can cause physical pain, and it can kind of create a cycle, keep you in a downward cycle. And that physical movement is one of the things that taps into you releasing some endorphins that just are feel good hormones. You get a little bit more dopamine. You feel a little bit better, just naturally from moving your body and oxygenating your cells, right?
Yeah, and trauma can leave, like, you feel stuck, right? You feel like you don't know what to do next and everything's locked down. So that movement just works in the opposite direction, unraveling the stress that's coiled around you when you're under trauma. It just is a real thing. Think about a car accident, just based on what just happened to you. You see a car coming at you and oh, they're going to hit me. And all your muscles lock down, right? Everything just stiffens up. That is the same stress response that happens when people have PTSD. So physical activity can really help reduce the severity of PTSD symptoms by creating this flow in the body and changing the chemistry in the brain. So it's one of these underused therapies for people having a loss, actually. If you're having a miscarriage or a pregnancy loss or any kind of loss in your life, this is a big thing. And I think standing movement is really interesting, because if you think about, if you're under stress, your body wants to be in a position where it can run at any time, right? You're naturally anxious. You're naturally feeling this way. And so standing can make you feel really powerful. It increases like grounding to the ground with your feet. You're ready to bounce anywhere, but it can feel really good to your body to just get that alignment standing. So standing movement makes you feel less vulnerable. It increases that sense of safety, if you're really standing.
Tell me more about standing movement. Does that mean like walking?
Well, walking definitely is one of those, but it could be, if you're just standing and you're doing forward folds, or you're doing jumping jacks, or you're doing just a standing twist or mountain pose in yoga. Any of these movement ways that start you standing. It actually could be dance therapy. So you could put on some music and dance. And I know that certainly that doesn't feel like something many of you want to do if you're having a loss, but at some point that may feel appealing. And that is a really great way to get the stress and trauma out of your body and helping it move through. I know you would like to dance, right, Hillary?
I just think that any kind of movement, I'm a natural born dancer. And every time you put on music and just start to move your body, I feel like things just start to feel better. And I think sometimes when we're in a down spiral, a trauma, a sadness, it's the reaching for to turn on the music that is the hardest step.
Yeah.
Once you turn on the music, you can be taken somewhere else, whether it's, electronic music or something that feels good, but just something that gets your body moving. It's just the doing it that's the hard step. Same as it, and sometimes that's why it's good to schedule. Some people want to be around other people, some people don't. What I don't advise is people keep up their same really rigorous, aggressive exercise schedule. So if you're a big runner and you go for long runs, I don't think that that's necessarily the best movement when you're in recovery, because it just takes a little bit more from you. So things like 20-minute walks or 20-minute bursts of movement, and then being outside and walking, taking in nature. I think something that's just a little bit more restorative can be really, really helpful for you.
Yeah. And you're right. It's that momentum to get you started on something like that. Because it might feel completely overwhelming to go take a walk, but I just think it's going to make you feel better if you just get up and go do a walk, not a 10-mile walk, not even a mile walk, just 5 to 10 minutes of walking. It does help. And there's just a lot of research on this. We know this helps people who are suffering and feeling really stressed.
And this is the one where I think it's really important to use your community. So like having friends, I know when I was in a really traumatized place, having people come and schedule movement or come to my home and do yoga with me or take me on a walk or do something, having people in your life to help you in that way. When people ask you, what can we do to help you? It's such a woman's natural response to go, oh no, I'm fine. I don't need any help. But if you can just say, you know what, if we could schedule a walk, or if we could schedule a time to, even if your person can't physically be with you to walk, be on the phone while we're on a walk, or just something to help you. It just, the organism that's suffering needs support. You literally need human support to help get you moving. And once you get moving and you get literally unstuck, it's just easier to stay in that pattern. Your body will crave it. And so it's like really leaning in and getting help in that way would be.
Well, we hope that helps. And if you can just keep in mind that this will not go on forever, you will not feel this way every day for the rest of your life. And one thing you can do is call up a friend, text a friend, and get a walk on your schedule. That would be amazing.
Bye.
Bye.